Welcome to the Daily Guidance Meditation Podcast with the Realized Master. These meditation talks were recorded during intensive spiritual retreats with Satguru Sirio Ji. Therefore, they might contain some specific teachings and wisdom for life to be taken into consideration. Each recording begins with a mantra to bring you into a favorable condition for the inner journey. This initial mantra is followed by a brief talk in which the process of meditation is explained to you. After the talk, keep meditating at least for 15 minutes, and if you like it, continue increasing the time by and by as you proceed. So now you are left with nothing else to do but close your eyes, relax, listen, and let meditation happen.
मुझे राम से कोई मिला दे. May I meet someone who has realized the supreme truth. So that's the purpose why we come on a spiritual path. That's why we do the spiritual practice, in order to realize the Supreme Truth. And for doing so, the meeting with someone who has had already this experience is so very fundamental, so very important. Any job we want to learn, any skill we want to learn, so important to have the guidance. We have the example of somebody who is skilled in that craft. Similarly, on the spiritual path, in order to keep going, in order to make it successful, we need the help, the inspiration, the guidance that comes from a living master. In my life, I talk what I know because of my experience. In my life, it has been so vital, my association, first with Satguru Kirpal and then with Satguru Ji. The help, the inspiration, the guidance, the upliftment that I've gotten from these two people, holy people, it has been so vital, so important. Without that, I would be nowhere. But because of that, I've been able to make my own path. I've been able to treat the path and realize what one is supposed to realize on this path. So there is no better good luck in life than having the chance of spending time with a living master, meditate with him or with her, whatever it is, and experiencing something substantial. By ourselves, we will never succeed. We may delude ourselves that God is within us, I am my own inner master, this and that, I go on the way alone. That means I go nowhere. Because 99.9% of the people, by themselves, they get nowhere. So we should be humble and accept the help from where it comes, and where it's possible to get it. And not be arrogant, egoistic, and think I do it alone, I don't need anybody. So, what makes meditation possible? It's a spiritually charged atmosphere. There must be some electricity in the air, otherwise you plug in with nothing. And when we sit with the Master, when we sit in a retreat like this, there is definitely a charged up atmosphere. And if we are receptive, then we tune in with that and meditation becomes possible. Of course, it all depends on our receptivity. Let's say somebody has 5%, 10, 15, 20, 50, 70, 100. The one who has 100, he goes right away deep into Samadhi. That's how it was for me when I met Master Kirpal. The very first meditation I had with him, I went into Samadhi. and raise above body consciousness. But it's rare. It's very rare. So, according to our receptivity, we get what's possible. But any degree of help that we get, we must recognize it, accept it, and bow down to it with humility. So here we are trying to meditate. Let's do our best to withdraw as much as possible from all outside and focus very well, completely, in the middle of what we see in front of our forehead. When people point out this so-called third eye, they always touch the spot in between the two eyebrows or in the middle of the forehead. But it's not on the bone that we have to concentrate, otherwise we get a headache. We have to concentrate on what is right there in front of our forehead. In the middle of what we see in front of our forehead. And keep looking minutely, penetratingly, fully absorbed. Forget everything else, just keep looking. And at the same time, also perform the action of calling. Repeating the Simran or the mantra is calling this supreme reality all the time. Because these are his different names. Names that describe his qualities, his attributes. So if you go somebody, you can say beautiful one, loving one, luminous one, supreme one, whatever. So that's what we do when we repeat the Simran. So let's keep meditating like this, with full involvement, with love and devotion. And let's pray the Supreme Being that He may be merciful, may open the inner vision and manifest the inner light.